up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel if you're a returning subscriber, and if you're new, what's up? In today's video, as you can see, I'm kind of in a different setup. It's actually because I was recording for my gaming channel, which I've been mentioning on this channel for a couple of times, but I know I haven't been the most consistent on that channel. But if you guys want to go, if you like games and stuff like that and gameplays, and I'm eventually planning on streaming in the month starting in May. If you like gaming content, then please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my gaming channel. I have it linked up in the cards above. I think it's up here on this side. But yeah, that's why I'm currently in a different setup, because I'm in my new gaming chair. You can kind of hear a little noise in the background, just a little bit, because that's my PC running in the back. But yeah, if you want to know a little bit more of my little setup that I got over here going on, PC, new chair, new monitor, so you can kind of see my mic in the back. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to my gaming channel, because at this moment, I'm recording this. Well, when this comes up, I think my first part of me setting up my gaming channel and my gaming setup should be uploaded already. So yeah, and I already have other previous old videos of me like doing gameplays and stuff. But yeah, this is besides the gaming stuff. Okay, let's get to the book stuff, which is what we're coming to talk to you guys about today, which is my monthly wrap-up. Monthly wrap-up coming in from March. Baby, March was an adventure. I ain't gonna cap. I ended up only finishing about 4 books, which it's not bad. It's not bad. But for a girl that's got a goal of 100 books in a year, I only read 4. I think the previous month, I read 4 then too. Okay. So not too bad, but I mean, could have been better. I did have some DNFs. I honestly think why I think this like month was like a little bust was because the ratings for the books that I read this month were not that high. They were not that good. Hence why I'm saying, ooh, this month was kind of, not necessarily because of only the 4 books that I read, but the fact that they were not like high on the ratings for me, to be honest with you guys. But let's just get into the ratings and talk about the books that I read in the month of March. Let's just go ahead and get into my DNFs from the month of March. I ended up having 2. The first one that I actually ended up DNFing, was Season of Fidelity by Takira Allen. I DNF'd it simply because I don't even know why. It was kind of being annoying, the book itself, but at the same time, I think it's just like I wasn't in the mood to read something like that, like how that book was. First of all, the title is clickbaity as hell. Season of Fidelity. There's no fidelity. It's only infidelity that's gonna go on in that book, to give you guys a heads up, okay? But I really think it was really the mood. I wasn't in the mood like I thought I was to read it, because when I finished another book, I was for some reason finding the urge to want to read this book again. So I think it was just I really wasn't in the mood to read it. So I think I'll pick it back up and I'll be able to just get through it and stuff like that. But yeah, I simply just wasn't in the mood. It was set around like 3 different couples, or 3 potential about to be couples, but everybody got their own little issues, and baby, it's just so much drama. Honestly, so much drama. But yeah. Season of Fidelity, we ended up DNFing. I just wasn't in the mood. I might hop back into it, don't quote me, but yeah, Season of Fidelity was the first DNF that I had. The next DNF that I had was Screw an Angel, Love a Demon by Smoggy. Now you guys know I love me some Smoggy. The only reason I DNF'd it because of another book, which you already saw the reading vlog for, Where Sleeping Girls Lie, was coming, and by the time I was reading Screw an Angel, Love a Demon, that book came, and I just knew whatever book I was reading, I was putting down immediately, because I needed to read that book, because I was so excited for that book. If you watched that vlog, then you know my feelings for the book, and you will know actually my star rating in this video, because I've kind of concluded on what I wanted to give the book like what the star rating is going to be for it, because I didn't do it in that video. I just had too many emotions going on and I didn't really know what I wanted to rate it. But I think now I'm content with what I want to rate it. But yeah, that's simply why I ended up DNFing the book by Smoggy. It was just because that book came and I wanted to read it like ASAP. And so by the time I finished this, instead of me hopping right back into it, I went into The Institute by Stephen King. Those are so far the 2 DNFs that I had this month, which again was Season of Fidelity by Takira Allen and Screw an Angel, Love a Demon by Smoggy. Alrighty, so again, let's go ahead. You already know how I do my reading wrap-ups. I like to rate them or put them in order based on their star rating. So 1 through 5. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with the lowest rated book that I have. And that's going to be none other than Mountain of Desire, Curvy Girl Paranormal by Melody Lynch. Honestly, I found this book. It was on like my Discover page. It was like an ad. You know, you watch your Instagram stories and then the ad pops up in the middle of one. It was an ad for this book, and it was a paranormal romance, black woman main character. Okay, 2 pluses. Okay, period. So I was like, yes. And it was like a bear. I think it was a bear paranormal shapeshifter type stuff. So I was like, period. Okay, because I love me a paranormal romance. I really, really do. So if you guys know any black woman main character paranormal romances, please let me know in the comments down below, because I love them. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So I just started reading it. First off, it didn't have that many pages, and I feel like that was a red flag, number 1. If it don't have a lot of pages, I don't know. Like, when I mean it didn't have a lot of pages, I mean like 70 something pages in it. That's not enough, okay, to be honest, to really like get into the meats of it all of a story. 70 pages is not enough. So I feel like that was a red flag then, but at the same time I was like, let me finish a book, so let me go ahead and read it and see what's gonna pop off. The story is very fast paced. Obviously it's only 70 pages in the book. What really made me rate it a 2-star, which, girl, y'all, this shit threw me the fuck off reading this book. The reason why I had to rate it really like a low, like it has to be low, is because it's even shocking for me to even think that I have to say this, but the author literally changed the main characters' names throughout the book. Like, I want to say at least twice. Like, I don't even remember the characters' names, but let's say the main girl's name is Sasha. So, blase, Sasha this, Sasha that. Then all of a sudden, we're talking about an Amber. Who the fuck is Amber? I'm realizing this lady that changed the main character's name, whose name was originally Sasha, is now fucking Amber, and then she rechanges it back to Sasha. And I'm confused, like, who the fuck is Amber? And she did it also for the main male character as well. And I'm just like, okay, let's say his name is John. John this, John that, John in the hat, John with the cat. And next thing you know, his name Paul. Like, who the fuck is Paul? Who's Paul and Amber? I thought we was talking about Sasha and John. You feel me? Like, I don't know who these characters are, so I'm confused. I'm like, who's popping up in the story? It's only 60 pages. We're on 60th page. Got 10 more pages left. It's only 70 pages in the damn book. What was going on? Who's these new characters? Baby, she didn't change the characters' names midway through the book and then changed it back. I'm like, what the hell am I reading? I ain't never read no shit like that. Like, how do you you don't change like side characters' names. You change the main characters' names. Baby, I know you fucking lying. That shit just threw me the fuck off. I was dead. Like, honestly, I was just laughing. I ain't gonna cap. It was just funny. I was like, what in the world? I've never read a book like that ever. Even like little small authors that be on Kindle Unlimited, like, I've never in my life read something like that where they be changing the main character's name midway through the book. That shit threw me off. So I already knew it was gonna get a high rating for me. And then also it's just like, and of course I try to be like rate those type of books on a linear curve compared to like published authors books, but at the same time I'm like, I feel like it don't matter what level you're on, you don't change your main character's name throughout the book unless it's like going with the story. But it was no reason to change her name from Sasha to Amber. Like, no reason. Like, homegirl that hit her head, forget who she was, now she think her name Amber. None of that. It was just simply the author literally changed the girl's name, like changed her name. My PC turned itself off, but that shit just didn't make no sense. It just turned, she just changed her name midway through the story, both the characters. And I want to say with the guy, I think she did like 3 times. Like it was 3 different names. That's what I'm saying. Like, and it was not 3 different characters. It was the same character given 3 different names throughout the book at 3 different times in the book. That didn't make no sense. So honestly, I just had to, yeah. 2 stars make sense. Also, the plot of it was okay. It wasn't nothing extraordinary like I thought I was hoping for, I guess, especially because I love me a good paranormal romance. But it was okay. Obviously, she has like other books in the series, but I guess with the other characters, I just simply just didn't care to hop into the other ones, even though I knew they were going to be short pages, short books that I could obviously like read really quick, you know, and get the reading number of each month like higher, you know how you just read those little small tiny books just to get your how many books I read in a month count up. I couldn't even do that, baby, because at that point I don't know what's going on. So yeah, that happened with that one. Yeah, that was the first ever where I read a book and the author literally changed the main character's name throughout the book for no apparent reason. But I digress. Okay, so that was that. Alrighty, next book we have. Okay, yeah, I think I'm confident with saying this. Means is gonna be upset. But coming in next at 3 stars is gonna be none other than The Endgame by Ray-Lise. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I gave it 3 stars. I think what makes me depend on how I'm going to rate a book, it takes a lot of things, but one of the biggest things that I've learned, especially while reading Where Sleeping Girls Lie, is that if it takes me a long time, and especially if I don't have anything really going on that takes up a lot of my time, and it still takes me a long time to read a book, I simply just I'm not fucking with it. Like, I would want to fuck with it, but I'm not. And that's what I feel like The Endgame was. It took me a very long time to finish it. And it shouldn't have taken me that long, but it did, because I think it's just, I've realized, and I told Memes this already, that I wouldn't read another Ray-Lise book. This is my 2nd book from her, and I just don't think she's my cup of tea, personally, so I wouldn't read another one of her books. I've reviewed her other books that I read. At the end of it all, I don't know which month it was, but it was earlier this year, and I think I gave it like a 3-star too. Yeah, it's just, her writing to me is just okay. I personally wouldn't read it anymore, her books. So it's just coming in at 3-star. I didn't hate it. I definitely didn't love it. It was just there. I read it. I finished it. Really. I don't even have nothing else to say about it. Like, I don't even, yeah, it's coming in at 3 stars, honestly. It's just coming in at 3 stars. It was okay. I just won't read another one of her books. She just really wasn't my cup of tea, honestly. But again, coming in 3 stars is The Endgame by Ray-Lise. And then we're gonna go, finally, what you guys have been waiting for, the rating for Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Fidelity. I don't want to even mispronounce her name. Child, y'all know I'm terrible with names. All the other books besides this one I read on Kindle. But I have this physical copy here, obviously, because you guys saw the reading vlog. This is given a 3.5. Where Sleeping Girls Lie, 3.5. I've talked pretty much about this book in the reading vlog, so if you want to know more details about it, just go ahead and watch that video. One thing that I will mention that I forgot to mention in that video that I was thinking about just yesterday, like, I was thinking about this while I was reading it, but for some reason I just did not talk about it in the video, about what this reminded me of. This reminds me of Life is Strange. Preferably the first game with Max and damn, what's her name? Chloe. Period. Max and Chloe. This is what this fucking reminds me of. If you guys play, it's a video game. I have played it on my channel. Again, you can go ahead and go to the gaming channel and look up Life is Strange. This is where it's gonna be, okay? This is what this story, it was so many similarities. And that's why I was like, why does this remind me of something? But I also think this also reminded me of the pacing of it. Like when you play the video game, the first like 3 chapters of it is pretty slow. And can be, debating on who you ask, pretty fucking boring, to be honest. But then when you get to like chapter 4 and chapter 5 of the game, Life is Strange, it's popping. It's hitting after hit after hit. And it's like, damn, this shit is actually, like, it's eating up. This is exactly what this book is. First majority of the half is not that good and can be boring depending on who you ask. You get to the end and it's eating up. Period. Okay, it's eating up. Okay, and that's where I feel like the similarities come in, but also just the story and the plot twist. And like you got the boy who is drugging girls and pretty much raping them, okay, and then you have a girl who was a victim of him, you know, taking advantage of her and drugging her and raping her, and then she commits suicide. We have that going on in Life is Strange. Then you have like the popular girl who's technically friends with the bad guy who's drugging the people, but in Life is Strange she was about to be a victim of his, whereas in Where Sleeping Girls Lie, the popular girl, which was the girl in the little 3, what was their little group called, the Unholy Trinity, I forgot her name, not Persephone, but the other main girl. She was actually a victim of the guy who was drugging and raping the girls in the book. So it's just like a lot of similarities between them two, honestly. And I was like, this is what this shit reminds me of. It's like Life is Strange, honestly. So, I mean, even though I did enjoy Life is Strange game, again, the last 4, I feel like a video game and a book is just so different. Hence why I can give Life is Strange a better rating than this, because obviously I didn't have to read 400 something pages of gameplay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different ways of interpreting a game versus a book, even though they're very similar. So it may be a little bit more entertaining for the game, playing a game, than reading it. But even though it was some parts of the game that was actually fucking annoying as fuck, which I could say the same for the book, reading it was annoying as fuck, and it just was not needed in the game, and it wasn't needed in the book. So it really reminds me of that book. So I meant that game. So if you guys played the game, you can gotta get an insight of what this book could be about, because it's very similar in that aspect. But yeah, Where Sleeping Girls Lie is coming in at 3.5. This was one of the books I was very hyped for and excited for in the year 2024, and I can honestly say it was kind of a big upset. My first upset, hopefully my last, because I have some other books that I'm very excited to hop into that's being released this year. So let's hope that's just the last one, because I was kind of upset. But at the end of the day, I'm still happy for the author's success and the people who are enjoying it, because I think she was on the best-selling author list, number 5 or something. So congratulations to her, honestly. But yeah, I still think I would read more of her books, honestly, just because I did it when it got good. Bitch, it got good. Like, you can't tell me shit, it got good. And it was the same thing with Ace of Spades. I know like she's a good writer, it's just like some things it's just a little like you get me? But I would read more of her stuff. So yeah, that's that. And I know you're like, damn girl, it looked like this month was a bust. Baby, it was. But we're coming strong at the very end with a 5-star read, and that is gonna be none other than Declan plus Coraline by JJ McAvoy. I think that's how you pronounce her name, JJ McAvoy. Declan plus Caroline or Coraline or Corlin, maybe, I don't know. But it's coming in at a 5-star. Girl, I loved everything about that book. You know what I loved about it? It just made it was so nostalgic for me. Like, it was so nostalgic. It just reminded me of back in the day when I first started reading romance. Like, I want to say like back in the day, like freshman year college, back in the day. Not back in the day like high school and stuff like that, middle school. But back in the day, freshman year of college, where I used to just read how the man used to be very dominant, and you know, he was like a businessman. You feel me? He just sought out this beautiful woman across the street, and then you know he pursues her, and she has her own business. She's her own bad bitch, and it's just smut top tier. Okay, the angst top tier, but the drama, because he's technically a criminal. And you get me? He's a businessman, but he's also a criminal. You know, you get that aspect too of it all. You know, it was just very nostalgic for me. And it's like, I've been here before. It felt like deja vu. Like, I've been here before reading this book before, I feel like. Because, I mean, honestly, if you read it, you'll probably say you've read 10,000 books just like it. Honestly, I ain't gonna cap. But it was so good to get back into that, because I haven't read a book like that in a while, like a very long time. So I was eating it up. I was like, ah, this is home. This is where I grew up. These are my people. You feel me? Period. Honestly, I loved it. And I know it's a series, not containing to those characters, but Declan's family is pertaining to his family, because his family is Irish and they're a part of like the mafia and shit like that. Okay, so I was debating on hopping into that series, because even though this is a black author, that series main characters are white. So I was like, interesting, because I've never really read a book where a black author written white main characters, like the whole storyline, the plot is of white people. So I was like, interesting, because this one was interracial romance. Declan's Irish, white, and Coraline or Corlin, she's black. So it was drama. Did I mention the fucking drama? Not only the drama, because he is Irish and a mafia and pretty much a killer, but her drama with her family it's some shit, honestly. Like, fuck her family, low-key, because her family is full of shit. But honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend. Gave it 5 stars. And yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I read this month. Well, last month. I'm recording this in April. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to turn on your notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And also make sure you subscribe to my gaming channel, as your girl's getting everything set up to start streaming and start recording again. I'm really excited. So again, if you guys like gaming content, you know, either gameplays such as games like Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Last of Us Part 2, what else I be playing? I be playing some Life is Strange. I be playing some what's some other type of games I played? Ghost of Tsushima. I did start GTA 5, but I've never finished it on the channel. But I'll probably end up finishing it this year, because I've finished the game like 4 times. I don't know why I keep playing it. It's just such a, for some reason, comforting game for me to keep playing. So obviously, since I finished it, what I would do is play it on stream, or play it and record it, and just play the missions I've never played, because I stay playing the same. Like, we had the big missions, you can choose how you want to go about it. I always go about it the same damn way every time I play it. So I'll probably go do the opposite ones, you know, when I actually record it for the channel. But yeah, just games like that. And also I'm debating on doing a Sims Sunday, where I do like Sims type content, because I do play Sims 4, Sims 2. Still trying to figure out how to download Sims 3, and I play those games with mods in ZZ. And I do have Wicked Whims in my games, if you're wondering. Wicked Whims is my girl. Me and her, period. Okay? But, yeah. So if you want to, you know, go on over there and subscribe to my gaming channel, please do. And yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!